High in the heart of Asia, nestled amidst the soaring peaks of the Hindu Kush mountains, lies Kabul. This ancient city, the bustling capital of Afghanistan, boasts a history as rich and diverse as the tapestry of cultures that have called it home. For over 3.5 millennia, Kabul has stood as a silent witness to the ebb and flow of empires, the clash of civilizations, and the enduring spirit of its people. From its ancient origins as a hub on the Silk Road to its modern-day role as a strategic center, Kabul has been a crossroads of trade, culture, and conquest. Its streets have echoed with the footsteps of merchants and monks, conquerors and kings, each leaving their indelible mark on the city's character. Today, Kabul remains a city of contrasts, where ancient traditions coexist with modern aspirations, and the echoes of the past resonate amidst the challenges of the present. As we journey through the annals of Kabul's history, we will uncover the stories of its rise and fall, its resilience in the face of adversity, and its enduring significance as a vital cultural and political center in the heart of Asia. From the legendary tales of its founding to the complexities of its present, Kabul's story is a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit and the enduring allure of this ancient city. The origins of Kabul are shrouded in the mists of time, its earliest history woven into a tapestry of legend and lore. Some scholars believe the city's name derives from the Sanskrit Kubha, referring to the Kabul River that flows through its heart. Others point to ancient texts like the Rig Veda, dating back to 1500 BCE, which mention a settlement named Kubha in the region, suggesting a history stretching back over 3,000 years. By the 2nd century CE, Kabul had emerged from the realm of myth and into the light of recorded history. The Greek geographer Ptolemy, in his comprehensive account of the ancient world, noted Kabul as a significant urban center within the region. Its strategic location at the crossroads of vital trade routes, particularly the famed Silk Road, cemented its importance as a commercial and cultural hub. Kabul's early centuries were marked by the ebb and flow of powerful empires. The Kushan Empire, a formidable force that dominated much of Central and South Asia, left an indelible mark on the city. During their reign, Kabul flourished as a center of Buddhism, with magnificent stupas and monasteries dotting its landscape. The remnants of this bygone era, though often fragmented and worn by time, offer a glimpse into Kabul's ancient grandeur. They stand as silent testament to a time when the city pulsated with the energy of pilgrims and scholars, merchants and artisans, all drawn to this vibrant crossroads of the ancient world. The 7th century AD marked a turning point in Kabul's history with the arrival of Islam. In 643 CE, Arab armies, sweeping eastward in a wave of conquest and conversion, reached the Kabul Valley. The city, then under the rule of the Shahi dynasty, put up a fierce resistance, but ultimately succumbed to the Arab advance. The arrival of Islam ushered in a new era for Kabul, gradually transforming its religious and cultural landscape. Mosques began to rise alongside ancient temples, and the teachings of Islam intertwined with existing beliefs, creating a unique blend of cultural and religious practices. Despite the upheaval of conquest, Kabul continued to thrive as a center of trade and commerce. Its strategic location on the crossroads of vital caravan routes ensured its continued importance, connecting the Eastern Islamic world with Central Asia and beyond. Under the rule of the Safarid and Ghaznavid dynasties, Kabul experienced a period of relative peace and prosperity. The city's architectural landscape was enriched with new mosques, palaces, and gardens, reflecting the artistic and cultural influences of the Islamic world. Kabul, once a center of Buddhist learning, was gradually transforming into a city where the call to prayer echoed from its minarets, marking the beginning of a new chapter in its long and storied history. The medieval period was a time of both great upheaval and remarkable resilience for Kabul. The 13th century brought the devastating Mongol invasions, led by Genghis Khan and his successors. Kabul, like many cities in the path of the Mongol hordes, suffered widespread destruction, its streets running red with the blood of its citizens. Yet even in the face of such devastation, Kabul proved its resilience. The city rose from the ashes, its spirit unbroken. By the 14th century, under the rule of Timur, also known as Tamerlane, Kabul once again flourished as a major trading center. Timur, a renowned conqueror and patron of the arts, recognized the city's strategic importance and invested in its reconstruction, restoring its former glory. The Timurid Renaissance, a period of cultural and intellectual flourishing under Timur and his descendants, left its mark on Kabul. new architectural wonders, gardens, and libraries were constructed, attracting scholars, artists, and poets from across the Islamic world. However, Kabul's respite from conflict was short-lived. The city became a prize contested by rival empires, caught in the crossfire of power struggles that swept across the region. Despite the challenges, Kabul endured, its strategic location and indomitable spirit ensuring its continued importance in the heart of Asia. The dawn of the 16th century ushered in a new chapter in Kabul's history with the arrival of the Mughals. Babur, a descendant of Timur and founder of the Mughal dynasty, captured Kabul in 1504. Smitten by the city's beauty and strategic location, Babur made Kabul the capital of his fledgling empire. Under Babur and his successors, Kabul experienced a golden age. The Mughals, known for their love of art, architecture and gardens, adorned the city with magnificent palaces, mosques and gardens. Babur himself, an avid gardener, laid out the famed Baghi Babur, a tranquil oasis on the slopes overlooking the city. However, Kabul's time as the Mughal capital was short-lived. In 1526, Babur shifted his capital eastward to Agra in present-day India, seeking to consolidate his rule over the vast Indian subcontinent. Yet, Kabul remained a vital outpost for the Mughals, a gateway to their Central Asian territories. The Mughal era left an indelible mark on Kabul, its legacy visible in the city's architectural treasures, its vibrant cultural traditions, and its enduring connection to the Indian subcontinent. But as the Mughal Empire declined in the 18th century, Kabul once again found itself at the heart of a power struggle, this time between the rising powers of Persia and Afghanistan. Section 6. A capital emerges Kabul in the modern age. The 18th century marked a turning point in Kabul's history. In 1776, Ahmad Shah Durrani, founder of the Durrani Empire and often regarded as the father of modern Afghanistan, chose Kabul as the capital of his newly established kingdom. This decision marked the beginning of Kabul's modern era, transforming it from a provincial outpost into a capital city. Durrani's reign ushered in a period of relative stability and prosperity for Kabul. The city's fortifications were strengthened, new palaces and administrative buildings constructed, and trade flourished once more. Kabul, strategically located at the crossroads of Central and South Asia, became a center of diplomacy and intrigue, attracting envoys and travelers from distant lands. However, Kabul's newfound stability was short-lived. The 19th century brought new challenges as Afghanistan became a pawn in the Great Game, a geopolitical struggle between the British and Russian empires for dominance in Central Asia. The First Anglo-Afghan War, from 1839 to 1842, saw British forces capture Kabul, but their occupation proved short-lived and disastrous. The Second Anglo-Afghan War, from 1878 to 1880, further destabilized the region, leaving a legacy of mistrust and resentment towards foreign powers. Despite these challenges, Kabul endured, its spirit unbroken, its destiny intertwined with the fate of the Afghan nation. Section 7. The Soviet War and its aftermath. The 20th century brought new trials and tribulations to Kabul. The Saur Revolution of 1978, which aimed to establish a communist government in Afghanistan, plunged the country into turmoil. The subsequent Soviet invasion in 1979, seeking to prop up the faltering communist regime, turned Kabul into a battleground. For nearly a decade, Kabul was caught in the crossfire of a brutal conflict that pitted the Soviet-backed Afghan army against Mujahideen resistance fighters. The city suffered immense destruction, its streets scarred by fighting, its population decimated by violence and displacement. The Soviet withdrawal in 1989 did little to alleviate Kabul's suffering. The country descended into a chaotic civil war with various Mujahideen factions vying for control. Kabul once again became a battleground, its citizens caught in the crossfire of a conflict that seemed to have no end. The war took a heavy toll on Kabul's infrastructure, its economy, and its social fabric. Millions of people were displaced, seeking refuge in neighboring countries or in makeshift camps within Afghanistan. Kabul, once a vibrant center of Central Asian culture, was left reeling from the trauma of war. Section 8. Under the Taliban and beyond. In the mid-1990s, as Afghanistan's civil war raged on, a new force emerged: the Taliban. A group of Islamic fundamentalist fighters, the Taliban captured Kabul in 1996, promising to restore order and impose their strict interpretation of Islamic law. Under the Taliban regime, Kabul underwent a dramatic transformation. Music, television, and other forms of entertainment were banned. Women were forced to wear burqas and forbidden from working or attending school. The Taliban's brutal rule, marked by public executions and the destruction of ancient Buddhist statues, shocked the world. The September 11th attacks on the United States in 2001 proved to be a turning point. The Taliban's refusal to hand over Osama bin Laden, the mastermind behind the attacks, led to the US-led invasion of Afghanistan. Kabul, once again, found itself at the center of a global conflict. The Taliban regime was quickly toppled, and Kabul was liberated from their oppressive rule. The international community, recognizing the need to rebuild war-torn Afghanistan, poured billions of dollars into reconstruction efforts. Kabul, once more, became the focus of international attention. Section 9, Kabul today, a city enduring. Today, Kabul stands at a crossroads, its long and tumultuous history both a burden and a source of strength. The city bears the scars of decades of conflict, its streets still lined with checkpoints, its people haunted by the ghosts of war. Yet, amidst the challenges, there is a palpable sense of hope and resilience in the air. Kabul is a city rebuilding, its streets bustling with life, its markets overflowing with goods. New buildings rise alongside ancient monuments, a testament to the city's indomitable spirit. The international community continues to play a vital role in Kabul's reconstruction, providing aid and support for infrastructure development, education, and healthcare. The Afghan government, though facing numerous challenges, is striving to establish security, promote economic growth, and build a more inclusive and democratic society. Kabul's journey is far from over. The city faces an uncertain future, its fate intertwined with the complex political and security situation in Afghanistan. Yet, if history is any guide, Kabul will endure. This ancient city, forged in the crucible of conflict and shaped by the passage of empires, has a remarkable ability to rise from the ashes, its spirit unbroken, its hope for a brighter future undimmed.